Hi, this is Debbie, and you've reached Apple Harvest Stitching, a YouTube channel about cross stitch. And we are back again with Flosstube number 3, where I'm going to show you my WIP updates since the last time you saw my WIPs, which would have been during my WIP parade 2 weeks ago. Um, Today is Friday, May 31st, in the evening, and this video should be going up, I believe, Saturday, June 1st in the morning. And I do have some items to show you today. I do apologize. I am a little under the weather, but I did not want to delay getting this video out because I'm in the process of moving, which is also why you're seeing a different background right now. I had to move my desk to make way for stacks of boxes, and so this is just the best that I could do for now. And then next week's video will probably look like this as well. And then the video after that, I'll be in my new place. So we'll see how that goes. um, Anywho, so I believe I've worked on 5 projects since we last spoke. And the first one I'm going to show you is When Witches Go Writing, which was a 4-part mystery series by Tiny Modernist. It came out in 4 parts, but I'm showing you the full thing. I am starting it from part 1 and working my way down. So I started at the top middle here. And last time you saw it, well, here's where I am. Last time you saw it, I was working on the outline of this angel, and I had a bit of her wing left to do over here. And now, which you can't tell, I've filled in most of the angel. And I'm just, once again, have a little bit left of this wing to fill in this completely. And that'll pretty much be full coverage. But I really doubt that you'll be able to see the stitch. Oh, there we go. There's some stitching. Um, this is being done on 40 count peridot by Fiber on a Whim. And I'm using DMC, stitching 1 strand of floss over 2 strands of fabric. That may or may not come out again next time. I'm still kind of in I will stitch whatever I feel like based on how work is going. But that one's been a lot of fun to do, and I do like my spooky Halloween type stuff. The next one I worked on is by the Primitive Hare, Halloween This Way. There we go. And I had started this in the middle at the top of this black sign right here. And the last time you had seen it, all I had done was the outline of that sign. So I just had the outline done, and now I've started working on filling it in. So you can see there, I'm basically putting in the white lettering and then stitching the black to fill in the black after that. So this is about 500 stitches that I was able to do on this. And this is being done on the called for 30 count um, spell linen, something spell, by the Primitive Hare, and I'm using all of the called for flosses. This one's stitching up pretty quick. This might stay out I would really like to finish this sign before I put this away. So we'll see on that one. Dark Spell. That's the fabric. It's called Dark Spell. The third one I worked on was my Super Mario World map by Box Cat on Etsy. And I had started up here in the top left, and I've been working down this column. And I pulled this out because last weekend I went out of town, and we drove from Phoenix to Colorado Springs and back, and it was like about a 12-hour drive each way. And I knew I wanted something that would be like very easy to stitch on, that I wouldn't need to count or anything. And so I pulled this one out because once you do the black outlining, it's basically all fill in. So here's what it looks like so far. And I've been working on, let's see, basically where the blue stops is the top of the page. So I've been working on this page here, and I have been filling in the green grass. So I filled in all of this part here and this part over here and down here, and then from here down. So I stitched in several hundred stitches, and it was good to work on while I was out of town because I mean, we were out doing things, and I didn't really have very much stitching time anyway. So it was really good to be able to get some progress on this and feel like I had done something. All right. The fourth one that I worked on was this kit by Luca S called Summer Landscape. Now, the last time you had seen this, I had just started it, and I started in the middle, right by the edge of this house. And all I had was a scattering of dark stitches, and I did not like that. I definitely wanted to get some more done. So I pulled this out, and here's what it looks like now. Yeah. So this is about 500 stitches or so. And I feel a lot better about it now because I can see the foliage coming in. And so yeah, you can see the foliage there. And so this diagonal line here is the house. And so I worked my from the very center of the project, and I'm going to work my way up into a corner. So this one again, this is my first Luca S uh kit, and it's also my first like full coverage kit that is not a dimensions kit. And I have to say, I am really enjoying it. I love the floss. I love the fabric they use. This is an 18 count Aida that has a faint grid lines in it. There you can kind of see them. And it's soft, but not too soft. So it's very nice to work with. I don't know if that one's going to come back out. I might be working on something else instead. The last one I worked on is my focus piece, which is Ex Machina by Heaven and Earth Designs, artwork by Chris Ortega. And I am working to get a finish on this. And I will show it the full image every single time because I love it so much. So here's a look at the full thing so far. And then I will give you a close-up of where I'm working. I can hold this. Okay. So right here is what I'm trying to fill in right now. Hide my face. And so I've been working up in the folds of her bustle, and I'm almost done with that page. So if we can kind of see over here, it's filled in up here, and I just have a little bit more to fill in here, and then it's down here, which is mostly black. So I'll be, of course, continuing to work on this because I'm trying to finish it this year, but right now my goal is to finish this section. So I'm gonna finish up here first, and then I'm gonna fill in what's remaining down here, and then I'll be able to move over a section. So once this area is done, I'll have 3 more sections of 10,000 stitches each to do. So definitely doable. So, and I still enjoy this. I still love this. I'm excited to kind of move on to another focus project, of course, but I've enjoyed this very much. It's a lot of browns and golds, and have not tired of those colors, surprisingly. So those are the 5 projects I've worked on since I showed my WIP parade 2 weeks ago. I don't really have any plans. I am moving in about 10 days, so that is going to cause, some stitchy time lag and stuff like that. But I do still plan on stitching every day. I'm just not sure how much I'll get done every day. Ex Machina will definitely be staying out. Um, I will probably work on whatever I feel like in the interim, which could be any of the projects I just showed, or anything from my WIP parade, or anything from my Flosstube #2, which was kitted and ready to start. Speaking of which, I forgot, it's not a WIP, it's a new start. I do have one more piece to show you. Um, I couldn't help myself. I've been thinking about this piece ever since I kitted it up. This is a pattern by Reflet de Soie, and it's called Yvonne Leclerc 1905. And of course, these images never do it justice, but you've got this parrot up here, you have a peacock here, a rooster or a chicken, you have another bird, you have my fingers out of the way too. You have 2 dogs down in the corner. That looks like some sort of, they look like spaniels. They're so cute. And I saw someone who was working on this, and that's what sold me on getting this. I've never done a reflet de soie before. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. I do not speak French. But I got all the called for um, soie d'Alger silks, and I made a start on 46 count raw Bristol linen. And I started in the top corner. Oh, that is not oriented correctly. There we go. I started in the top left corner and immediately made my way over to the bird. And it is wonderful to stitch on. I am going to have to make a working copy of the chart just because with all of these color changes, I mean, it feels like a full coverage pattern. And I'm having difficulty maintaining my place in the chart. So I think I am going to have to make a working copy. But this one will most likely stay out. I love the colors. This is just, it is so fun. It's not necessarily my style. The colors are incredibly bright, but it's a lot of fun to stitch on, and it's really, it's interesting to be working on something that uh, is kind of a historical piece. Like somebody stitched that back in 1905. So I think that's really awesome. Um, so yeah, so we'll see what projects I work on. I should have a video out next weekend, so a week from now, with my WIP updates. In the meantime, I'm going to be packing, and I'm at the point where I need to reevaluate my crafting area. I live in a We're moving from a 2-bedroom apartment to a 3-bedroom apartment, but my personal space is not growing. In fact, I'm going from a walk-in closet to a regular not walk-in closet, which means um, I'm trying to downsize the stuff that is in the closet, which means half of what's in the closet is crafting supplies. So I'm trying to go through all the different little areas where I have cross stitch and yarn and things like that. And I'm really trying to evaluate what should be taking up space and what I'm hoarding that doesn't need to be hoarded. I'm not getting rid of any of my cross stitch stuff, but yarn possibly. And I'm just trying to like reorganize it so that it's using space more efficiently because I'm trying to cut down from, I have three separate drawer containers that are like three drawers each, and they're just those plastic crafting drawers that you can get from Joann's or any big box craft store, and they're full of like finishing supplies and fabric and other crafting rabbit holes that I started to go down and then never really went down. Like I have a rug of latch hook kit, not even a kit. I got the mesh rug and the hook and like I have a bunch of yarn that I was going to cut up myself and just make something that's just sitting in a drawer. And then I have a paint by numbers canvas that I never opened that's just kind of hanging out in there, you know. And I feel like someday when I'm on like a vacation away from work, just being at home, that I might want to pull it out someday. So I'm reevaluating whether I really need those items in my stash or not, because I'm trying to downsize from three separate three drawer plastic things down to one. So that'll be interesting. Um, but I do like organizing and I do like, um, you know, decluttering. So that'll be fun. That's what I'm going to do this weekend. Anyway, so that is my update this week. Pretty short and sweet. Again, I'm not feeling that well, so my brain is not firing on all cylinders, and I'm sure there are some things that I've forgotten to tell you. But anyway, I hope that you're having a great Stitchy week. Thank you for watching my video, and I will see you again next week. Okay, bye.